Welcome to Elevate Your Mind with Alam. Today we'll be talking about the new moon in Aries, and it happens between late March and late April. I will be guiding you with the top 5 things to do at the time of the new moon in Aries. If you plan your life by the new moon, you will find that you are in the flow of life. And note that the advice in the guide applies to all of us, regardless of our personal astrology. The reason is this is a lunation, in this case a new moon, in a particular sign which is Aries, and therefore it has a flavor of its own. So no matter what rising sign you are, this is going to be inevitable. Let's begin by taking action. The new moon in Aries marks the start of the new moon cycle, and since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, the time for dreaming is over and the time to take action has come. You have a clean slate when it comes to making your new moon wishes. If you've been holding off or slacking off, this is a perfect time to get back on the boat. Think about it. It's springtime. Things are flowing. Things are growing, which means it is the beginning of the year. And that means it's time to make a 12-month plan. This is a wonderful time to make a plan for the year ahead. And if you are too attached to whatever it is that you've been doing, do a plan for yourself. Do a plan for yourself and your spouse. If you are in a relationship, do one for your work. Since the Aries energy is really impulsive, you might think it's too high energetically right now to make plans, but with a bit of discipline, anything is possible. The fiery and enthusiastic Aries energy is great for infusing your plans with drive and determination, which makes perfect for being courageous. If you've been too shy, too timid, and you need some courage to move forward with whatever you're facing, and that includes your wish list, this Aries is connected to brave Mars and the energies around the Aries new moon, which is reflected. Decide that you can be bolder in life and then work on this. Aries isn't so much bold as willing to just go into it, into everything, and just go for it without being overly cautious about the results. If you could use a bit of more of imputacious in your life, now is the time to incorporate this Aries energy. You'll discover that you get to have more fun. So ask yourself, are you having enough fun? Are you spontaneous enough? Think about it. And if the answer is no, then determine that over the coming weeks, you need to make some time for having some fun. Aries is the child of the zodiac, and now is a good time to remind yourself to connect with your inner child. So focus on you. This is also a good time for some focus on yourself and what you need, where you're going, and so on. And if you give yourself your wardrobe and your website, if you do a makeover on yourself and on everything that includes you, this is the perfect time to do so. Aries is traditionally the starting sign, not least because it's the child of the zodiac. It's filled with vim and vigor, and it's preparing to burst out of a starting gate. And it's not going to worry about going too fast. It just does. Action. It just does. So, on this new moon in Aries, take action, make a plan, be courageous, have some fun, and focus on you. Now, the moon never stays in a sign for longer than 3 to 4 days. But I have come to realize that when I focus my intention on one part of my birth chart, conjunction with the moon, it truly helps me in the everyday life that I'm going through. So in this situation, the new moon in Aries is in your third house if you have Aquarius Rising. And the third house is about the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activity, interests, your neighbors, and your early education. Basically, your third house is where you keep your communication skills, and it's all about short trips, your siblings, and your neighbors. So, on the night of the new moon in Aries, it's going to be about communication, listening, and talking. And it's also going to be about your communication skills and spending time with your siblings. So expect a very busy month. If you do new moon wishes, I suggest you wish for the ability to express yourself clearly and to get your message across, since we are talking about communication here. So visualize hugging someone. And if you are in conflict with someone, this is perfect because you can visualize you guys being okay and talking to each other and making your point known lovingly, not in a rude, aggressive way. So I want you to ask yourself, are you speaking your truth? And if you are not, why are you covering it up? Explore this idea this month and be honest with yourself and with others, but don't be cruel. It's time to brush up on your powers of communication. How well are you doing at getting your message across? If you want something that someone else is in a position to give you, do you feel confident about asking for it? And whether that is in a conversation or an email or a phone call, it's important to express yourself and your desires clearly and not to expect others to know you enough to second guess you. This new moon is going to offer you the chance to start again when it comes to writing and spoken communications. It can also signal the start of a very busy time with lots of quick, short trips and some more time to spend with your siblings. If you like to meditate, I consider you say this before you start, and that is, I read, listen, and learn, and I breathe deeply when I am stressed. This can get you in that mindset whenever you start meditating so you can absorb it and really take it in. A ritual that I suggest you try on this new moon is to chant the mantra hum. You can go online, you can download a mantra hum sound, and you can just play it while you're working, while you're meditating, when you're in the shower, literally at any time that feels right for you. And this is going to boost your throat chakra. Now, I suggest you do like a public speaking course, so this can help you with your communication skills, your talking skills, your listening skills. And if you've been meaning to read, if you have books piled up, this is like a little reminder to get to it and start reading those books. This is also a great time to take short trips, like I mentioned, and to hang out with your siblings. And if you've been trying to study a foreign language, this is your sign to do it. Just do it. You don't know what you might do later on in life. You might travel to a certain place where you'll need that language. Knowing multiple languages is very, very useful. This month, try to listen to people and truly listen, not just be there and doze off. Listen to what people have to say. And if you've been meaning to write some letters, now is that time, because communication, writing, it's all here. You got the tools for it. Now, I'm a big affirmations girl, and if you are into affirmations, let me give you 3 affirmations to help you out so that you can repeat on the new moon in Aries, on the night of the new moon in Aries. And you can even say these for the next 2 weeks or even 4 weeks. Up to you. And that is, I am expressing myself clearly, kindly, and fearlessly. I listen as much as I speak, and my relationship with my siblings and my neighbors gets better and better. Now, if you are struggling with communication and you are into essential oils or you're willing to give it a try, bergamot is a very useful oil that helps with the wheels of communication. You can use it on the new moon in Aries, on the night of the new moon in Aries. You can put it on your bath, you can put it on your burner, you can put a little bit on your oil, but never ever ever ingest it, please. The chakra that I recommend you focus on is, of course, your throat chakra. This month, do it by visualizing a spinning sky blue light at the base of your throat. We all need to express ourselves clearly if we want to create our lives as we dream of them. So expressions and this chakra are closely tied together when it comes to manifesting. Your word is your wand. This is the chakra from which you express your will, and your will affects your life. How strong is your will? So work on that this month. Remember what I said about Aries being about action? The law of action is in focus for you this month. What happens if you have lots of hopes and dreams but you do nothing? Most likely, nothing. The universal law of action must be activated in order for us to manifest the life we are dreaming of here on this earth. Are you taking action? What can you do to move closer to your dreams? Now, if you found this video informative on what you can do on the night of the new moon in Aries based on your rising sign, then give me a thumbs up. Comment below how it worked out for you, and if you like my video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.